اللهم إني أسألك بنور وجه الله العظيم الذي ملأ أركان عرش الله العظيم.
Yeah, we start now inshallah, yeah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إلى حضرة النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وإلى أزواجه الكرام أمهات المؤمنين وإلى ذريته وإلى بيته وإلى أقاربه وإلى أصحابه وتابعين وتابعين التابعين وتابعيه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين، وخصوصا إلى شيخنا وأستاذنا مولانا سيدنا أحمد بن إدريس قدس الله تعالى سره العزيز وجزا الله تعالى عنا خير الجزاء في الدنيا والآخرة، ثم إلى ساداتنا رجال سلسلة الطريقة الأحمدية الإدريسية قدس الله تعالى أرواحهم الزكية وجزا الله تعالى عنا خير الجزاء في الدنيا والآخرة، ثم إلى معلمينا ولأساتذتنا ولوالدينا ولأزواجنا ولذرياتنا ولأهل بيتنا ولأقاربنا ولأصحابنا ولمن له حق علينا ولإخواننا جميعا ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات، وارفع لهم الدرجات وكفر عنهم السيئات وادخلهم الجنة مع الآباء والأمهات، وعلى النية الشفاء ورفع البلاء والنصر على الأعداء وتيسير الأمور وفتوح الصدور والرحمة والمغفرة والمدد، وأن يعطي كل منا سؤله إلى يرضي الله بجهة سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وبأسرار سورة الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر. ليلة القدر خير من 1000 شهر. تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر. سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. صدق الله العظيم. الفاتحة. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه
صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله يا صاحب الأنوار يا ذا اللواء المعقود يا صفوة الجبار يا ذا التقى والجود لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لولاك يا ذا الشان ما سارت الركبان نوديت بالمختار والمصطفى المحمود لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله طابت بك الأوقات يا من آتى رحماتي يا سيد السادات يا كاشف الغمات لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله يا صاحب الرايات يا أشراف الأمات نرجوك يا مختاري يا خيرات المعبود لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلاة ذي التعظيم بار العلا الأوحاد مع أكمال التسليم عليك يا أحمد لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه
وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النور المذهب للنسيان بنوره وعلى آله في كل لمحة ونفس عدد ما وسعه علمك آمين. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا أول خلق الله وخاتم رسل الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. My dear beloved brothers and sisters, all praises belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With all that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had bestowed upon us, providing us with all the ni'mah, all the bounties, for us to be here in the blessed month of Ramadan, for us to be able manage to struggle and striving until the end or until the middle of Ramadan with ibadah. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all our acts of worship. And ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us more capability and allow us, Ya Allah, to bestow upon us, Ya Rahman, all the capability of doing ibadah, worshipping you, and give us sincerity in all our acts in order for us to receive rida and please from you in this dunya and the hereafter. Ameen.
Ameen.
Salutations towards our beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the one who taught us to do al-amal in this beloved in this blessed month of Ramadan. The one our beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam who showed us to be kind, to be ihsan, to have mercy towards others, to have rahmah, show the loving towards one another. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those who will receive His mercy and forgiveness with our kind heart towards the mankind in this moment, in this time of difficulties. Ameen ya Rahman Rahim. So my dear brothers and sisters, inshallah we're going to continue our lesson of the book from Imam Al-Ghazali rahimahullah, Bidayatul Hidayah, the beginning of guidance, where we stopped last week at the importance of us as a believer to take care of our limbs. Yeah, we've got 7 limbs, and those 7 limbs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provided us, and those limbs are the ones that lead us to Jannah by doing acts of worship pleasing Allah. Or at the same time, with those limbs as well, will put the owner to hellfire by disobeying Allah through them. Okay, so we started with the first limbs. Yeah, the first limb that we all know that we shared last week is, what is it? Our eyes. Yeah, with eyes, that we should make sure we make use of them, not only preventing them from disobeying Allah. We need to be fair. Do not only focus on things that is negative. I can't look into haram things. I can't see anything that will make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala angry. I can't see, I can't. It's not about I can't and I can't and I cannot. No, you need to see, you need to know from the other perspective what you can. Make use of your eyes by looking into the beauty that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created around us. Yes, all the sun, the moon, stars, the sama, the earth, anything, the 7 the sky. Look into the beauty that been created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ponder, and then we reflect us about the mighty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the mighty creator, those the one who creates those things. Okay, so we need to use them, the eyes, to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then at the same time take care of the eyes by not making Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala displease him. So these eyes can be either Jannah, can lead us to Jannah, or either Nar. All the limbs are like that. Okay, and then the book, or Imam Al-Ghazali himself give us a few points, for us to get reward by taking care of our eyes. For example, saying looking into Al-Quran, Mus'haf, looking into Kaaba, it is all reward. We can receive the reward, get the reward from Allah. and by looking into our parents. It is a reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So anything that make us closer to Allah or make us feel grateful and thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those things will lead us to gain more reward, inshallah. And then a few points that he said, anything that will make you into haram, fall into haram, for example, by looking into the non-mahram, the marriageable person. It's not only for men towards women, it is vice versa. From the woman, from a lady towards a man. It's not about men looking into women only, yeah. It is about from women as well. For the ladies, they can't look into the marriageable men, yeah. Of course, if it is haram, clearly haram, it is haram. If it is shubha, for example, what do I mean by shubha? Okay, but the woman that I'm looking at is wearing hijab, for example. Or from the perspective of a lady, I'm looking into an imam. MashaAllah. Look at the imam with beard, with sunnah, with galabiyah, with imama, whatever it is. So it's not haram. Yeah, it's not naked. For example, it is decent outfit, but the ulama put it as that's why put in a form. Even though it is not haram, it's not direct haram, but it will link with the eyes. We look into that particular person, even though it's not haram, but will lead us into shubha. And then with that shubha, shaitan is always there. Remember, shaitan will always there to help us to beautify the thing. Even though it's not it's not haram, it will beautify it. Look, it is just shubha. You are looking into a woman with hijab, mashallah. It's beauty, it's hijab, but it will make us disturb us, and then will lead us, na'uzubillah, into haram things. Same. Even though it's not, you're looking into an imam, you're looking into a sheikh, whatever you name it, my dear sisters, but shaitan is there. Shaitan will play, and then he will play in our mind, and it will come desire and lust and nafs and hawa and everything. So that thing is not haram directly, and then it will lead us. Shaitan will help us to bring us far away from Allah. Don't worry about that. They will do their part. So they will make it nice and beauty, and then na'udzubillah, those non-haram will lead us into haram. Wal-'iyadhu billah. Okay, so the ulama give us, from the book, give us a few points. Do not look into haram for sure, and do not look into anything that is not haram at the beginning, but with the looking, we will remember, and then with the hawa, with the nafs, with the whispering of the shaitan and playing us around, and then we lead, na'udzubillah, to haram. That's why there's a formula. By first looking into the non-haram, for men towards women, or for women towards men, for women towards men. If for the first looking, it is okay. But for the second looking, third, fourth, and so on and so forth, that's poisonous. Okay, that's the poisonous there. Okay, for the first look, for example, okay, that's it. Because maybe it's unintentionally. Because you are walking around, you see a sister out from a masjid, for example, or from a woman, from a sister towards a man, or from a man towards a sister, out from the masjid, everything is covered. Okay, the first look is okay, but do not look again for the second time, and so on and so forth. And we shared a hadith from our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What did he say? Sallallahu alaihi wasallam, an-nazaru sahmun masmumun min siham iblis la'anahu Allah. Faman tarakahu خوفا لله عز وجل أتاه الله what? اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد. أتاه الله إيمانا يجد حلاوته في قلبه. نعم. أو كما قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Looking, the first sight, or the sight, is from the arrow that been released by the Iblis, curse of Allah upon them. So for those who avoid by looking at that particular thing, it's a bait from shaitan, from the Iblis. If we are able to avoid from looking at it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bestow upon us the sweetness of iman, that we will find it in our ibadah, that we will find it give in our heart. The tranquility of our ibadah, the khushu' of our ibadah, the focus of our ibadah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us that. Because why? Because we avoid looking at the haram or the nazar, looking at the thing that been placed as a bait from the iblis for us. So for the first timer, if we look into those things, even though it's halal, as we said, it's okay. Do not repeat it. Do something else. Do istighfar, do salah ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Make yourself with ibadah. Walk or leave it. Okay. So that's how we need to take care of our eyes. So do not only focus on things that we need to avoid, but focus on things that we need to do in order for us to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's rahmah, blessings and forgiveness and everything from Allah. So look into Quran, read Quran, look with eyes. We do so many things, we can get reward from Allah. Okay, and then the ulama also at the end we stop where they said with eyes as well. It is important, because eye is our means, for our storage, isn't it? So whatever we see, it will store in our mind. That's why I find difficulties for doing ibadah, to have khushu', to have focus, or whatever. A lot of us complain. How can I get khushu'? Take care of your eyes. How can we love our spouse? How do I want to maintain the love towards my wife or my husband? Take care of your eyes. How can I take care of my eyes so it can last long until I get old? Read Al-Quran. So mashallah, all these types of ibadah will preserve our limbs, exactly like how happened to Sayyidina, our Imam of Madhab Shafi'i, Imam Abi Shuja' rahimahullah. Imam Abi Shuja' is one of the Mu'ammar. What is Mu'ammar? The one who live his life long, 120, 130 years. There's a different opinion of scholars saying about his age, but he's one of the Mu'ammar. That means his life lived long. He lived long. So his student asked him, "Oh, Imam Abi Shuja'." Imam Abi Shuja' is one of his well-known of our Madhab Shafi'i. The book been used for the students of Madhab Shafi'i until now. We've been using it, So his student asked, "Oh, Imam, how can you live your life long at the same time? All your limbs, all your sights, your hearing, your hearings, and everything is okay, is maintained." He said, "During my daytime, during my young age, I take care of all my limbs just to please Allah." That means he did not commit. He tried his best, did not commit any sins with his limbs. So during my older age, when I'm old, Allah preserve all the ni'mah, all the bounties, so I can do all use it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. MashaAllah. That means all our limbs with ma'siyah will give us kesan. Apa kesan? There's an
effect. There's an
effect. There's an effect towards all our limbs. Looking into haram, there's an effect. Na'udhu billah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to clean all our limbs, all our body parts from all the haram things, inshallah, and change it, ya Allah, so we can obey you. Ta'ah, amal, inshallah. Okay, so the Imam Al-Ghazali give us 4 points, 2 things with the four things with about our eyes. Take care of our eyes with 4 things. Now, the first 2 is to do with our own, for our own benefit. That means you don't look into women, even though it's halal or haram. You take care of your eyes. Number 2, the last 2, the first 2 is those about yourself. The last 2 is about you towards others. You don't look. You don't look any fault, or you don't find any faults from your brothers or sisters. You don't look or find any create any problems with others by thinking from what you see about towards them. So two things about you and yourself, about you looking at others affecting you, and another one looking at others affecting others. So take care. Don't yastura aibahu, and to take care, do not look into all the faults from others. And then maybe we can tell other people, I saw him like this, I saw him doing this, don't look at others. MashaAllah, yeah. Or ainul ihtiqar, number two, with merendahkan. With ainul ihtiqar, that means with looking at someone or your brothers or sisters with a disgusting look, for example. Why is still smoking? Why is still drinking? Why you don't go to masjid? It's Jum'ah today. Why? Looking at others and feel it's bad. Na'udzubillah. So take care of our eyes. Take care of our eyes with two things. The first one is avoid haram and do good. Look into good and praise Allah. And then avoid four things. The first two is to do with yourself and affecting you. And the last two is about others and affecting others. Okay. Wallahu ta'ala alam. That's about eyes. I need to point out about eyes because why? It is a second disaster after tongue. Yeah. A lot of people misuse this tongue. And then we lead to na'udzubillah, the opposite way. It's not Jannah, the opposite way. The second disaster is the eyes. Because from the eyes, we'll store everything in our mind. We can't have focus. We can't have do ibadah with full heart, with ikhlas, sincerity, so many things. Whatever we see, we'll store in mind. We'll start talking about it. When we start talking about it, na'udzubillah, we'll start doing it. When we start doing it, na'udzubillah, it will become a habit. Once it becomes a habit, we're afraid that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will snatch the soul when the habit's been done. When the person is doing the habit. It's a bad habit. And Allah snatch the soul when doing the bad habit from what they see, they think, they say it, and they act upon it, and then becomes a habit. That's it. So be careful, eyes. Okay? So inshallah, now, for today, we're going to continue our lesson from the second limbs, which is the lisan, al-lisan, the tongue. Bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال المصنف رحمه الله تعالى ونفعنا به وبعلومه في الدارين آمين. وأما اللسان فإنما خلق لك لتكثر به ذكر الله تعالى وتلاوة كتابه وترشد به خلق الله تعالى إلى طريقه وتظهر به ما في ضميرك من حاجة دينك ودنياك. فإذا استعملته لغير ما خلق لك فقد كفرت بنعمة الله وهو أغلب أعضائك عليك وعلى سائر الخلق ولا يكب الناس في النار على مناخرهم إلا حصائد ألسنتهم فاستظهر عليه بغاية قوتك حتى لا يكبك في قعر جهنم. ففي الحديث إن الرجل ليتكلم بالكلمة فيهوي بها في جهنم 70 خريفا. وقتل شهيد في المعركة فقال قائل هنيئا له الجنة فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وما يدريك لعله كان يتكلم فيما لا يعنيه ويبخل بما لا يغنيه. As for the tongue, it was created for you only so that you could spend much time in the remembrance of Allah Most High and in recitation of His book, so that you could guide Allah's creatures to His way and that you express your needs in worldly and religious matters. If you then use it for other than what it was created for you have been ungrateful for Allah's blessing. The tongue is the part of the body most able to overpower both you and other creatures. people are not thrown into hell on their faces for anything more than the harvests of their tongue. Riwayah Tirmidhi. Struggle to gain victory over your tongue with all your might, lest it throw you onto your face in a pit of hell. For it has been narrated in a hadith, verily, a man might utter a single word, and for this one word he is hurled to the depths of hell, a distance of 70 years. Narrated by Tirmidhi. A martyr was killed in battle, and someone said of him, "How lucky he is, he has earned paradise." The Prophet ﷺ said, "How do you know? It may be that he used to speak of that which did not concern him, or was miserly over things which were of no benefit to him anyway." Shu'ab al-Iman.
MashaAllah. Ya salam. Allahumma sallimna.
Ameen.
So about the lisan, the tongue. Now we reach the third. And of course, we spoke about the udhun as well, yeah? Ears. For our ears, we need to take care of them. So we won't make use of listening towards anything that will brings wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we spoke last week as well regarding listening to music as basic as possible. Yeah, we spoke about that. I don't want to repeat because it's quite long. So for those who like to know the things that we shared regarding listening to the music, for example, they can refer back to the last week's video in our Facebook page. Okay, so and udhun, and then one of the main thing that we need to take care of our ears is from not to listen to anything what is about riba. Simplify it by saying riba, backbiting. Yeah, be careful. It's not we who say it. It's not about us who talk about others, but we just listening. We just listening to the stories, to the gossips. It is considered the same thing. What did we share? The hadith of our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Al-mughtab wal-mustami' sharikani fil ithm. Al-mughtab, the one who tell the story, the backbiter, and the one who listen, sharikan. They are both together. Sharing the ithm. What's ithm? The
sin?
The sins. Yeah, the sins. They get the same. Those who listening to the gossip, the one who tell the story, the gossiper, same. They will get the same part. They will they will share the same sins. They will consider both brothers. Okay, so take care of our ears. Listen to the good things. Halal, Quran, qasidah, praising Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and so on and so forth. As for lisan, for the tongue, that we're going to explain a little bit more here and there about the lisan, that we know when we say about the lisan, the tongue, it is not about the tongue itself, but what the work of the tongue, which is the speech, the words that come out from the tongue. That's what we mean. We mean by the tongue. The act of the tongue is the word, the speech. Okay, so speech is very important. Yeah, because it is a means for us to let people know and understand our intention. Yeah, so lisan, an expression to let people understand the intention, the goal that we want to send, the message that we want to send. That's the purpose of the speaking or the speech. Okay. So there should be an important note that we need to know. There's a boundary when we need to use it and when we need to avoid from saying things, and especially that can harm others. This is like a weapon, isn't it? This is like a weapon. It can affect whatever we see, whatever we hear is just an absorber. It will absorb. They can't affect anyone. Eyes can affect anyone from seeing it. That is another bab of an-nazar, wal-haqad, wal-hasad. That's different. We're not talking about that. But when we see, the message can be sent. When we just listen, it's just an absorb. But what is the counterpart of what we see and what we listen? The reaction of the body. And mostly is what? Our tongue, isn't it? When we're not happy with it, straight away we say no. For example, it can be defensive, or it can be, what do you call it?
Offensive.
We can be we can attack people by our heart. We can comfort people, and we can we can slash people. We can harm them with words. So it is for you and affect others as well. Not the rest of the limbs, less effective. But tongue, our speech, our words, mashallah, sharp as knife. Worse than that. Okay. It can hit the spiritual feelings. Can hit feelings of others. So the ulama, of course, give us the hadith of our Rasul first. Before we put the ulama, we give the hadith of our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam that been provided by Imam Al-Ghazali here, isn't it? There are at least, how many hadith can you see, Amir, just now? At least three hadiths.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Three hadiths that have been provided by Imam Al-Ghazali regarding the regarding the topic of lisan. Yeah, there are at least three about the how people can be thrown into Jahannam because of their tongue, because of what they speak. And then the shaheed been killed as a martyr. Yet Rasulullah SAW can't confirm that he will be put straight in
Paradise.
Jannah, in the heaven. Because why? Because of that he might hurt someone. He might say something to others that he did not supposed to say. It's not that he has no right to say about it. So yes, he is a martyr, but whatever he say, whatever he speaks before will be counted. Salam, mashallah. So we know that it is very important about the topic of the lisan. Need to know the limits and the boundary. So the shortest hadith that we can share from our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir falyaqul khayran aw liyasmut. For those who believe in Allah and the day of judgment and end of the day. Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir. For those who believe in Allah and end of the day, falyaqul khayran. For him to say good things. Aw liyasmut. Or for him to stay silent. Oh, mashallah. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam relates. He relates the act of the tongue, our speech, our words, either to keep silent or either to say nice things, by believing in Allah and the day of judgment or end of the day. It's a big thing. Am I right? So Rasulullah relates. If you believe in Allah, if you believe that there's an end of the day, what is it? What is related with believe in me, for example? Okay, that's big thing, But he did not say that. He said, say good words or remain silent. So, mashallah, if we want to show that indeed we believe in Allah and we believe in the day of end of the day, then one part of our manifestation is to keep silent or to say good things. Mashallah, it's a big thing, isn't it? Yeah. It's a big thing. In other words, if we mafhumul mukhalafa, if we understand the opposite way of understanding this, that means for those who don't remain silent and for those who say bad things, there will be a question mark. Are they believe in Allah and the day of end of the day or not? Because Rasul put it It's an affirmation. If you believe in him, you believe in the end of the day, you need to say good things or remain silent. So full stop. That's it. So make it as a formula. If we want to use this limb, this part of the limb, to say good things or remain silent. That's it. So yeah, salam is a big fat slap for us to remember. Yeah, good words or silent, nothing else. And then we will prove that yes, indeed you believe in Allah and you believe in the day of end of the day. MashaAllah. Okay. So this tongue, the words that we use, the speech, and it is to send a message of what the goal, the intention that we have in mind, in the heart, then we express them with words. Okay, so I want to deepen and explore a bit more when we use our social media, when we use our keyboards with our fingers. You don't say it, you don't make people listen to your voice, but does the message sent out? Did people get the message from your typing?
Absolutely,
If you press send, of course you will get it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it is considered part of the speech as well. So a risala, for example, a letter, or like this in social media, the comment, the messages that you post, without using your voice. If the message sent, it is behalf of you. It is behalf of your speech, behalf of your tongue. So consider the same. So nowadays, people might say, yes, Alhamdulillah, I don't speak a lot. So inshallah, I will be part of the hadith, Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir, falyaqul khayran aw liyasmut. Yes. But remember, doesn't mean you don't speak a lot. You speak good. There are people who don't speak a lot. But once they speak, ya salam, is straight away bad things. Na'udhu billah. So be careful. There are some people who don't speak a lot, but they do type a lot. Keyboard warrior, isn't it? So they put their message out there in the social media, behalf of their self, behalf of their words and speech and their lisan, their tongue. So it acts the same way. So whatever you type, whatever you write, whatever you post in a comment, in a message, whatever it is part of you, because the message is sent. The message is understood by people who read them. Exactly like the speech. That's why we say it's not the tongue. The tongue is the means for us to deliver the speech. It is the words that we use. فَلْيَقُلْ خَيْرًا. Say good things. أَوْ لِيَصْمُتْ. Or keep quiet. Okay? So it apply the same way. It apply the same thing. For those people who in the social media, make sure your words that you keyed in is a good word. Or don't keep. Or don't write them straight away. As if like liyasmut, keep quiet. Keep quiet your mouth. Keep away your fingers from the keyboard. It applies the same way, inshallah. Okay, so be careful, yeah? Be careful. When the Imam say about lisan, it applies about the message as well. Because why? As we said earlier, our words is, means to reach to the goal, which is the understanding of our intention. Now, so that's one part, and then the ulama give a few advice as well. For example, I'll take here from the advice of Imam Luqman al-Hakim. to his son, isn't it? What did he say? He said, if we say the worth of the word that we say as the worth of silver, then the worth of keeping silent is as the worth of gold. So when we say good things, beneficial things, yeah, mashallah, we help people, we advise, we give advice, and this and that, it is worth the worth of a silver, the worth of silver. I mean, mashallah, it's worthy. Yeah? But keeping quiet is more worthy than saying things. It's the worth of gold, higher quality than the silver. Mashallah. And then the ulama also put it here. Good words. Yeah? Good words. I'm sorry. What I forgot. Some of the ulama put Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin Nabil Ummi. Yeah. The keeping silent. Keeping silent. Yeah, keeping silent is a beauty for the alim. And it's a prevention, protection for the ignorance. Keeping silent is a beauty for the knowledgeable person. Yes, they know. They can relate everything. They can give the knowledge, but not in the appropriate time, not the appropriate place. They keep quiet. They just listen and smile. It's a beauty. It's alim, but just listen to the other people's talk, for example, without relating it. It's not necessary. It's not necessary for him. It's just keeping quiet and listen. It's a beauty for an alim, for a knowledgeable person. And then it's a protection, prevention from harm for the ignorance. It's true, isn't it? If they don't know anything, better to keep quiet. You are safe. Or else you don't know what you are saying. It will become harm to you and harm to others. So better to keep silent for the ignorance. And the last one I can share here, the three Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad, the three signs, the three things that can lead to harden the heart. Three things that can harden our hearts. Yeah, three things. Number one, apa? Al-dhahik min ghairi ajub. Laughing without a reason. That's crazy. Laughing, even though it's not funny. We make it simple, yeah. Laughing, even though it's not funny. Making up, like the posh people sometimes. For example, just laughing, even though it's just a basic, just to make the majlis look posh, the majlis look happy. Everyone is happy with you because of other people. We want to please him. Even though he make a small speech, we just laugh for him. This will harden our heart. Yeah, it's not the appropriate place. That's number one. Laughing, even though it's not funny, but understand the whole situation. Yeah, when I say about laughing, it's not funny, even though it's not funny. Yeah, just to please others. Number two, al-aklu min ghairi ju', and eat when it's not hungry. When he's not hungry, just snacking will harden our heart. This is what the opinion, the hikmah, the wisdom from the scholars. And the last one is the kalam min ghairi haja, talking, speaking when it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Keep quiet. Do your own zikr, for example, or just keep quiet. Ponder, look into things that can remind you of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it's not necessary for you to speak, don't speak. These three things, these three habits will harden our heart. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. Yes. Do we have time to continue? Ask the audience. How many people is with us today viewing?
Alhamdulillah, we've got steady 21 viewers. 20.
Ask half of them. Shall we continue? If 10 of them answer yes, we continue, then we continue. Or else, we stop here.
Inshallah.
Shall we continue, my brothers and sisters, for another 10 or 15 minutes max? Do you think it is wise for us to continue, or we stop? We continue next week. We do realize we do have we had some hiccups at the beginning of the program. Yeah, we can't avoid them, but we try to cover them back. But if you think the time is not suitable, it's too late, preparing for iftar and such, then let us know. We stop. We continue next week. What do you say?
We've got 4 people so far. 5 people saying yes, please, thank you, please continue.
Yes, please stop, or yes, please continue.
Yes, please. I think to continue.
Continue,
6
yeah.
people saying. So I think more responses coming in right now, inshallah. 6 people so far out of 20. Can we get any more people to say to continue, or do let us know on the comment section below.
Yeah. This is a question, so you need to answer. You won't harm. Yeah, type. You need to put in the comment. Type, say yes, continue, or no. It's fine. Yeah.
Don't stay silent on this matter.
Just stay silent, please. Yes, indeed.
1, 2, 3. We've got 8 people so far. I think several people are saying to continue.
Yeah. So shall we continue, Amir?
Why not, Ustaz? Why don't we continue for a little bit?
Bismillah. Okay, for a bit more. Bismillah.
Bismillah. الأول فاحفظ لسانك من 8 أشياء. الأول الكذب. فاحفظ لسانك منه في الجد والهزل، ولا تعود نفسك الكذب هزلا فيتداعى إلى الجد، فالكذب من أمهات الكبائر. ثم إنك إذا عرفت بذلك سقطت الثقة بقولك، وتزدريك الأعين وتحتقرك. فإذا أردت أن تعرف قبح الكذب من نفسك فانظر إلى كذب غيرك وإلى نفرة نفسك عنه، واستحقارك لصاحبه، واستقباحك له، وكذلك فافعل في جميع عيوب نفسك، فإنك لا تدري قبح عيوبك من نفسك بل من غيرك، فما استقبحته من غيرك فيستقبحه غيرك منك لا محالة، فلا ترضى لنفسك بذلك. Protect your tongue from 8 things. Number 1, lying. Guard your tongue from lying both in seriousness and in jest. Do not let it get accustomed to lying in jest, leading you to do so in earnest. Indeed, lying is one of the breeding grounds of the deadly sins. Moreover, if you become known for lying, people will lose confidence in your word, mistrust you, and look down upon you. If you wish to understand how despicable it is to lie, look at the lying of others. Consider how repelled you feel by it, your disdain for the person who lies, and your judgment of his action as immoral. Do this with all of your faults, for you cannot know the ugliness of your own faults except by seeing them in others. Most certainly, then, what you have found repugnant in others, they will find equally repugnant in you. So do not be content with these faults in yourself.
Naam, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, Imam Al-Ghazali, rahimahullah, wa nafa'ana bihi wa bi'ulumihi fi ad-darain, ameen. He said that the first thing that we need to avoid, there are altogether 8 things that we need to avoid. Yes, we need to avoid from happening or habit for our tongue. Yeah, 8 things. For eyes, there are 4. We said it already. 2 towards others and 2 towards yourself. And then for the tongue, we got 8. Number 1 comes, the first place is al-kadhib. What is kadhib? Lying. So lying. And we, na'udhu billah, that's not we. When someone lie, that means it will break the trust from others towards them. That means people won't trust them anymore. So Imam Al-Ghazali said at the beginning, beware or be careful not to lie during, what do you call it, serious situation, or what?
In jest. It says here in jest. So when
Playing.
a joke.
Make it a joke. Playing. In joke. Do not. Be careful. Why? The first one is, of course, is haram. To tell lie is haram at the first place. In a serious thing, serious manner, serious topic, situation, we can't lie. That's the first. Second, in jokes, playing around. It's not serious, but even that, do not. Because why? Because we're afraid if we play jokes, telling lies, in a funny manner, it will lead us, make it a habit for us to tell lies, even it is in the serious situation. So the second one is not haram, but we afraid that it will become a habit. Then we will tell lies in a big or important matter. Okay. And the ulama give an explanation about lies as well. In English, they say there's one term, say, what do you call it? I mean, white lies.
Right.
White lies. White lies. In Melayu, they call it what? Like bohong sunat. Bohong sunat, isn't it? First thing first, there's no such thing. If we want to say the word itself, bohong sunat, of course, there's no such thing as sunat. What do you call it? A recommended lie. No such thing. But we understand that the meaning, the word that been used is just to explain a situation. But the word, if we take it linguistically, bohong sunat, there's no such thing as a recommended lies. No. Exactly like the English, white lies. So it is applied. It is valid. When we say valid, it's not part of the hukum, but towards the applicable. When we apply the lie in a situation. Now I'm going to explain. When we say, what do you mean? But it is okay to do white lies. Or this word in Malay, bohong sunat. What do you mean it is okay? We said it already at the beginning, at the first place. There's no such thing as bohong sunat, recommended lies. There's no. But the term that explains the situation, there is. The ulama gave. For example, there are times that it is wajib for us to tell lies. For example, when? For example, if there's a zalim. What is zalim? A cruel. It's a cruel, what do you call it? Person coming to find a Muslim, a brother of yours that you know is a good brother. Maybe that time there's a robbery taking place. There's a thief, for example, asking you about this. I'm the friend of this person, for example. Can you allow me? Can you give me his phone number? Your neighbor, the neighbor of yours is the good person, and this guy look weird coming to you and press your doorbell, for example. Press your doorbell, knock on your door, and ask, "Can I have his number? This your neighbor, if you have one, if you know, or can you allow me to come into the house?" For example, just a situation. And when you don't know this person, maybe it's a thief, maybe it's a robbery, maybe what? Even though you know the number, for example, even though you have the key for the house, but you need to say, "No, I don't have the number. No, I don't know." For example, maybe if you say, I don't let you in, I don't want to give you the number, maybe he will harm you. Maybe he will harm you, isn't it? So that's a situation that if I say I don't know, if I say I don't know him, I don't have his number, I can't help you, I'm so sorry because I don't have the key, for example, even though you have it, you need to tell lie. It is okay. It is wajib, compulsory. It is wajib for the safety of you yourself, for your safety, and for the safety of the brother that you know better than this person. So there are situations that Muslim, the mu'min, need to tell lies. And this lie is not lying. In that sense, it's not lying, but it's a, what do you call it? Wisdom. You nak mengelak. You want to run away from the situation that can harm you and other people that you know. Do you get it? So it's for your safety, really. So the ulama give a few situations, but it is to do with Imam Al-Zalim, for example. Al-Imam, a leader or a person who have authority, but he is cruel. But maybe that part is a bit, I make it more simpler. I make it more simpler. The example is more simpler. So for example, if you know anyone, if you know that is in a situation that it will harm you if you don't tell lies, but remember, not on your fault. For example, if I tell my boss it's my fault, it is my fault, but if I tell him, that's it, man, I will get so don't apply that. That's not applicable. That's not applicable because you want to get rid of your own fault by putting blame on others or by saying, no, it's not me. That's not the situation. The situation must be from the amana perspective. It must be from the sake of trustworthy. Amana, trustworthy. It's not to blame others, to escape, to find a different route so you can clean your hand and no. But for the safety of others. You get what I mean? So from the first place, the kadhib, the lying is haram. And then in the situations, all types of kadhib is haram. In all situations. And in a joking part, to play fool, to play us around, joking, we're afraid. It's not haram, but we're afraid that it can lead into a habit and then we will apply in the daily basis. Na'udzubillah. No. But the ulama explain again, like what I just told you guys, an example given to avoid harm from a Muslim, a mu'min, and for others, for your own safety, then it is okay for us to tell a different thing that you know, which is lying. Okay? For example, another point when they say to islah, which means to reconcile, reconcile two people that is quarreling. For example, even though you know A is saying bad things about B, for example, and you are the middle person, you come to B, you tell, you know what, I never heard A is telling bad things about you, even though it is true, he did tell all the bad stuff about B, but when you come to B, because you want them to be together, back as per normal, you just tell, you know what, this is not as big, the issue is very small. The first thing first, I don't hear anything saying bad things about you. A never say this. You come to A, you say, oh, B, I never heard, I never hear that B tell me about you, bad stuff about you. I think just end it. Come together, I will help you both. Come together and just shake hand and forgive and forget. I think that's the best. Even though there is big thing happening, but for you to improve the two brothers in this kind of situation, it is okay. But remember, just for the sake of that particular point, don't tell lies upon lies upon lies upon lies, because why? It will harm you as well. If they know, you said this guy did not say anything, yet I got recording, or I found out. No, he's telling everything. This third party. Wallahu alam. I'm just giving you a situation, okay, for the sake of a big benefit, for people to get to reconcile, for example, to avoid from any harm from a zalim, from a thief, from whatever it is. Yeah, so you may apply them, but of course it's not daily basis, isn't it? Daily basis is a big situation. No, don't try. Okay, so be careful. I understand lying is part of the what do you call it, muharramat, anything that can this is haram upon our tongue, our tongue to act. So no lying, in other words, no lying. That's the first list of haram upon our tongue. The first thing on the list is lying. So you need to cancel them. Joking around maybe once in a while with your children, for example, playing around with your good friends, yeah. Because why joking around as well? The ulama say if you jokes, too many jokes with your friends, it will drop your haibah. What is haibah? What is haibah? If I can explain haibah, it's like people will look down on you. Like this guy is always joking. Even though when he speaks, we will feel like, are you sure he's going to give us a deliver a speech? Are you sure he's going to lead us as an imam? He always jokes us. He just play us around all the times. So people won't have this respect, in other words. Yeah, haibah is like kind of respect. So the ulama say it's not telling lies, but joking a lot will drop your respect through the eyes of your friends or your people around you. Too many jokes, try to avoid them. Little bit is okay. Plus, joking with lying. That's a bit heavier than the first one. The first one is only joking. Jokes a lot, drop your respect. And joking plus lying a lot, will drop your respect and trustworthy of others towards you. Okay, and we are afraid the second stage will lead us to lying all the times. Na'udhu billah. Okay, so this is the basic points that I can gather and share with everyone regarding the sharah of this part of lying, one of the muharramat, the things that we need to avoid from doing it. Okay, so these are the third part of our limbs that we need to take care of, which is our tongue. Wallahu ta'ala alam. I think it is suffice for today. Yes, we will continue again next week, inshallah. Wallahu ta'ala alam. Is there any comment from the audience, Amir? Maybe, if there's any.
No comments so far.
No question, no?
No questions. If there's any questions, please do voice them out, inshallah. I think, mashallah, it was a very important point, mashallah, that you raised about lying, especially in the situation where you have to protect another person, another Muslim's safety, because it might, we ask Allah for protection, but I was just thinking it might occur to us if we find ourselves in a situation where we have to protect a neighbor, or from, especially living in a minority Muslim society, we ask Allah, anything could happen.
Exactly. So for the first thing first, we ask Allah to protect us from this trickery. Yeah. So we don't want to fall into this situation, isn't it? Yeah. So may Allah protect all of us, all our brothers and sisters wherever they are.
It doesn't look like there's any questions coming in.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
Alhamdulillah, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to always bestow upon us the understanding, the knowledge that make us closer to Allah, to understand understand our religion, to love our beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. With all those informations and knowledge, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us, bestow upon us to act upon them, inshallah. So the fruitful of the knowledge, the information is for us to apply, isn't it? So inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us, support us, give us strength and might for us to continue and the legacy of the scholars, the sunnah, the footstep of our Rasul, which is seeking knowledge, and then we can apply them, we can act upon them, and we share them with our family members. This is our legacy. This is our motto, our slogan of SOFA Mosque London, SOFA Mosque London, and SOFA College London, where we provide knowledge for the community. We would like our community to be resilient, to be improve mu'min and citizen that can enhance to help our iman, our taqwa, and to develop the country. We are part of the community, we are part of the citizen, we are Muslim, we have faith, we have belief. But so we need to work together, dunya and akhirah, isn't it? So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us this understanding, the capability to understand the religion, the sunnah of our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so we can be best of both worlds, inshallah. Ameen, ya arhamar rahimin. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us all the times and to give us steadfast in His path, this journey for us to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the best state of iman and taqwa, where we will be pleased to meet Him and He will be pleased to meet us. Ameen, ya arhamar rahimin. And we ask all the community, all those people who are watching this video to support us, to always follow our Facebook page, to like our Facebook page, and give us comment, give us 5-star. If you think I'm not telling you to do it, look. If you think we are eligible to get 5-star and a good comment, good reviews, then do it. Part of your da'wah. And then follow, like, and share the Facebook. So this is part of your da'wah, inshallah. So if you think that you get the benefit by listening to this kind of lesson, this session, if you think it's benefit, you must think about your brothers and sisters out there as well. You must let them get the benefit as you get them. Am I right? So this is your da'wah. I hope everyone take their little bit of time and take it a little bit seriously about engaging with da'wah with the other communities as well. So follow, like, and then share. So they will get the same benefit, and then it is part of your amal jariyah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give it, inshallah. The ibadah is now not only physical ibadah. Sometimes this is part of the what you call in virtual reality as well. It's ibadah. Am I right? So subhanallah. So your amal jariyah should grow as well. Your amal jariyah is not just doing it by hands, but like this, sharing, following, liking all the pages, and give us a good review, inshallah. If we are what do you call it, we deserve to get it, inshallah. And then follow our Facebook page for our update with our standing order. We've got our zakat, zakat fitrah, zakat mal, we got kafara, fidya, one-off donation, sadaqah. Please do help us as well. Okay? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us success in this life and the hereafter, especially in this Ramadan. Give us success in this Ramadan, out from this month of Ramadan with full of rahmah, blessings, and forgiveness from Him. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك عملت سوءا وظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك عملت سوءا وظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك عملت سوءا وظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. قبل الله منكم
منا ومنكم تقبل يا كريم.
Wabillahi al-hidayah wa tawfiq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Take care, everyone. Stay safe and make dua for us during iftar, inshallah.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.